Echo found the flyer tucked beneath her apartment door one rainy morning. Canal District Arts Festival, it announced in bold letters. Community submissions, welcome. 9 months in the city, and she had never heard of such an event. The paper was slightly damp, as if it had travelled through the rain to reach her. Echo studied the details. A celebration of local artists, open to all, happening that weekend at the plaza where the canal widened into a small basin. Her fingers remembered the sensation of folding paper, a ritual that had become as necessary as breathing. Outside, the rain had gentled to mist, wrapping the city in pearl-grey light. The canal below her window ran smooth and reflective, carrying secrets beneath its surface. "We send away what we cannot hold," she whispered, the familiar phrase now a comfort rather than a surrender. Echo folded the flyer with practiced precision. This boat took shape differently, vibrant with colour, filled with possibility rather than release. She creased each fold with care, creating a vessel that seemed to hum with invitation. The rain had stopped completely when Echo descended to the canal. Morning light filtered through dispersing clouds, casting dappled patterns on the water. She knelt at the stone edge, feeling the cool roughness beneath her knees. This time, when she placed the boat on the water, she felt no weight lifting from her shoulders. Instead, a curious anticipation bloomed in her chest. This sending was different, not a letting go, but a reaching out. "We send away what we cannot hold," Echo said, her voice stronger than before. "But sometimes we must send ourselves toward what we wish to embrace." The boat caught the current immediately, bright colours stark against the water. Echo followed along the bank, watching as it navigated the gentle flow with surprising grace. The canal seemed to guide it, currents shifting to keep the vessel centered. As the boat approached a bend, Echo noticed a small figure on the opposite bank. A child of perhaps 7 or 8 stood watching the colourful craft with undisguised wonder. When the boat drifted closer to the child's side, small hands reached out, not to capture, but to guide. The child looked up, meeting Echo's gaze across the water. No words passed between them, but something profound did. A moment of shared delight, of unexpected connection. The child smiled, then pointed downstream, indicating the boat's continued journey. Echo nodded, understanding. Some voyages require witnesses, not endings. The boat continued around the bend, the child following its progress on one bank, Echo on the other. At the plaza where the canal widened, more people had gathered. Some pointed at the approaching vessel, its colours bright against the water. As it reached the centre of the basin, the boat began a slow, deliberate spiral, not sinking but dancing. Echo watched, transfixed, as strangers gathered at the water's edge, their faces reflecting the same wonder she felt. The festival preparations were underway around them, booths being assembled, spaces marked for performances. Echo stood apart, watching her boat complete its spiral journey. When it finally came to rest at the plaza's edge, she understood with sudden clarity that she had been invited into something larger than herself. We send away what we cannot hold. But sometimes what we release becomes a bridge, connecting us to worlds we never knew awaited us.